What is going on YouTube? Hannebeck making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as Solana and the S&P 500. Yes, we're going to be doing a combined video for today's early morning update because there is a lot of things to go over this morning and I don't want you guys to miss it. As you guys know, there has been some crazy volatility and volume over the past 24 hours, if not over the past 48 hours within most of the major cryptocurrencies. Just yesterday, we had a market drop over 20% in major volume across the board here. We've had ETF approval come out for Fidelity, BlackRock, and a lot of these other major brokerage firms here. And then we've also seen the markets pretty much, which were already, for the most part, like taking it all in that this ETF was coming. Like it was already worked into the price that people bought the rumor as anticipated and then sold the news on the ETFs. And we saw Bitcoin dump to the downside, as well as a lot of these other cryptocurrencies. Just to quickly flash you through, as today's probably going to be a longer episode, Solana is continuing in its bull flag formation, XRP as well in its bull flag. Ethereum has broken out, we've hit its peak, and we are starting to correct down to the downside here. Bitcoin is doing exactly what we figured here, beautifully forming its ascending broadening wedge, which we'll have to go over. I was very punctual on the fact that there is a good chance we are going to see a drop within Bitcoin here, and that is exactly what has happened. This was a huge opportunity to short, and I'll explain more about this later on in today's episode. And then we're also looking at the S&P 500, which also is forming an ascending broadening wedge pattern, something that's really not all that. We kind of just threw these on here. We'll see if that lasts moving forward, but there's a lot of very interesting points that we will have to go over in today's episode. So with all of that being said, make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump right into today's episode. So guys, yesterday I made two videos yet again, one talking about Solana and XRP. The second was on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And you can see, and it's unfortunate that not a lot of you guys are interested in these other cryptocurrencies. You can let me know your opinions on that down in the comments below. But we've been tracking an ascending broadening wedge forming on on Bitcoin for quite some time now here, and I just want to pull it up and show you guys that you are missing out if you didn't actually take advantage of the Bitcoin opportunity that had appeared just yesterday here. You can see I've drawn it in, and I want to slowly zoom in and show you what we are experiencing and what we are expecting to see happen here. Pretty much the ascending broadening wedge pattern that we've drawn right here, or that we've shown numerous times here on the channel here. And if I show you the pattern after that formation here, you can see pretty much where we were expecting to see the drop. Right here, you can see this was the continued implied correction or dip in the market. Was literally seeing Bitcoin dump to the downside here to retest bottom support. We drew it on the thumbnail as well. It was pretty much implied, just like this, where target would be for Bitcoin, with the possibilities of a break to the downside as of literally yesterday. And if we look at the Bitcoin charts as I'm speaking, that is exactly what is happening here to a T. These ascending broadening wedges typically result in bearish corrections to the downside here. We haven't seen the breakdown just yet. However, we had factored in the possibility of a dump with intra trading inside this ascending broadening wedge, and we were able to take advantage of this and see a huge short opportunity just yesterday. This was insane, and this was extremely easy to capitalize on. We literally drew it in yesterday's episode, which is why it's important that I make two videos to fully dissect these cryptocurrencies. And again, let me know if you think I should continue making daily videos, 2 daily videos in the comments below. But you can see just yesterday, January 12th, we talked about the massive opportunity within Bitcoin, and I know exactly what's next and exactly what's coming. And you can see we drew a clearest day here. The ascending broadening wedge had cleared its bottom support here. We had retested price ceiling numerous times, rejected off of it consistently here. And because we were trending below the beautiful support level here, the huge possibility of a correction, a reversal, and a swing to the downside was almost inevitable, and that is exactly what happened here. We're now at the point where we need to see, are we actually going to be breaking through this floor, or are we going to be heading up? And that's what we have to talk about in today's video here. Now, I do want to mention a few things. We are going to slightly tweak this chart because we haven't broken out of it just yet, but we really are on the verge of finding out really soon. You can see here on the current coin market cap, quick refresh reveals a lot of these cryptos are still sliding lower lower after seeing the major sell-off here, down 5%, trading at 63 on the Fear and Greed Index. We look good across the board here with healthy corrections here, and we're actually lowering ourselves to a position where we could see a very solid run to the upside in the very near future. If I jump to the weekly charts here, you'll notice that we're at a pretty critical point within XRP. We've shown consistent bull flag formations here, clear ascending fractal, clear bull flag. You can see right here, that's number 1, number 2, here's number 3, here's 4, and then here is the 5th one that's forming here. And you can see the problem we have with the bull flag number 5 is that we are coming into contact with the price floor, the weekly moving average green band support. And the goal is we don't go below this. That's truly the goal. We need to stay below this, we need to stay above this, and we need to hug it and use this as a means of momentum to swing up. And it's very possible that that can still happen. I truly believe we still have a fighting chance here to hang out and break to the upside off of that. As you know, we've been tracking this, drawing Elliott wave impulses, seeing that we have pretty much completed the 5th breakout right here, and we were anticipating a run to the upside. However, we had it to tweak, that was on Solana, but we had retested this, and until we had broken through the major yellow resistance here, that was a sign to not pull in and not buy, because if we don't close above major price ceiling right here, if this resistance in yellow is not closed above the daily, so if the daily doesn't close above this, then we're pretty much just going to continue filling in this gap here. But until that happens, we have to be sitting ducks, because once it confirms a closure above that resistance, that's the opportunity to buy in and long to the upside. But we haven't done that yet, and you can see we've retested it just 2 days ago. We ended up retesting this. This was probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yep, Thursday we retested it and we rejected, and here we are falling lower. It's unfortunate, but we are still playing this out. It is clear as day. If you guys overlook this or are impatient, then I'm sorry to say, but you're going to miss out on a massive break when it comes time that we close above this resistance and see that swing to the upside here. I'm excited to see the results of that. Now, obviously, we take advantage of every single one of these trades on BidFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BidFi lets me buy and long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, and even take profits. The best thing is they're offering a way for new users to earn up to $500 in free cryptocurrency, with 100 in signing up, 200 in depositing, and 200 for trading. There's more rules, very slim, like doing KYC and stuff like that. But make sure to go claim your free cryptocurrency with the link down in the description below ASAP, because I'm not sure when this is going to expire, so make sure to check that out in the description below. They also have a demo trading account as well as a welcome rewards bonus where you can take advantage of over $2,000 in free cryptocurrency rewards by doing the tasks down here. You have tons for you to take advantage of, which is really freaking cool. And then the demo account allows you to practice these skills, practice these trades right here, right now, as quickly as you want. You can literally be putting in, or they give you $50,000 in Monopoly money to test your skills, to practice, getting familiar with the website, practice your trades, practice the trades that I preach. And then when you're ready, you can obviously switch over to the live trading account. It's that epic. But with that being said, moving into these other cryptocurrencies, besides looking at, XRP here, Solana was another big cryptocurrency that we were watching. And just a couple of days ago, unfortunately, we had rejected off the price ceiling here. And for the most part, we've been slowly moving this support up and down and up and down, trying to kind of figure out where that resistance is. And it's very possible that we could scale this here. We haven't yet confirmed where that top resistance is just yet. It could very easily be like this, but it's definitely difficult because we haven't confirmed with 3 points of confirmation this top resistance here. So we've been slightly tweaking it every couple of hours here to kind of make room for what's actually forming here. And now you look on the 4 hour, we haven't actually broken through that. If we swing it up, we start to have the 3 points of resistance here. And now it kind of looks like a solid bullish or bull flag formation here with a solid price ceiling and a solid lower high, lower low movement here. Each high is lower than the last and each low is lower than the last here. But as we hit support here, you can see we found our beautiful, yet again, bullish yellow resistance here, or yellow support that we've been using consistently to head up higher. And we should ideally use this to break out. That's the point here. This is the major focal point that we have to take away from this video, is to focus in on the way Solana is trading here. And we're looking for some sort of consolidation, some sort of filler to happen. And then once we can breach this price ceiling, that's the opportunity to buy in and long to the upside. So keep that in the back of your mind as we pay closer attention to Solana. It got us once. It's not going to get us again. Keep your eyes peeled on the markets. So with Solana and XRP out of the way, we'll look at Bitcoin first. You can see with this major dump to the downside, this was clear as day. This was extremely easy to capitalize on. We knew it was coming. Unfortunately, you can see here, it does reference a break to the downside here. But look, the pattern is considered valid when the price action has touched the trend lines at least 5 times. Well, if we go to Bitcoin here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6, 7. I mean, that's enough. And that's why we use these kind of Elliott impulse waves as a reference here, because we use 5 points of contact. Same thing goes with what we were just doing on XRP here. We used 5 points of contact to reference a possible breakout. Well, continuing forward, it goes, here's the false breakout right at the top here. But then it goes, go short when the breakout is confirmed. The breakout candlesticks must close below the lower trend line, and that's the opportunity to short. And unfortunately, that's all that I'm thinking of in the back of my head on Bitcoin here, is the second we confirm closure below this yellow support level here, we're going to see a big short opportunity come into play, because that's what an ascending broadening candle looks like here. And that is exactly what is forming and happening on Bitcoin here. So the second we could see a little bit of consolidation, but the second we see closure below here, that's the opportunity to short. And we've had multiple opportunities to get in on Bitcoin here, however you want to draw it. But ideally, right at this resistance here, right where we were playing around, was the key factor here. Once we closed below the beautiful yellow support line, that was the opportunity to get in and short Bitcoin to the downside here. So this was very much so expected and anticipated, and shouldn't in any way come as a surprise to anyone who's been watching this charting and watching the channel we've been doing here on Crypto TV. So this is huge. But now we need to see, are we going to continue to fill it out, or are we going to break and see that, slide down to moving average here, which is no way a surprise. We close below support here. It's game over for a big slide to the downside. As for the as for Ethereum, we've already kind of filled this in already. So I wouldn't be surprised as well if we see some sort of consolidation back down to support, or even down to these green bands right here. And then lastly, to wrap up today's video, the S&P 500 closed for the weekend, obviously here, but you can see we've entered a filler position here where a lot of the markets are consolidating, as we've pretty much price predicted over the past couple of months. We've been doing this since May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And here we are in the beginning of 2024. We've drawn a clear bull flag formation here that has been acting accordingly with the markets here. And here we are now forming a very similar pattern. Check that out. How crazy is it how similar the markets are and have been in the past here with what exactly is happening now? If we just trend this out here, you can see we've done this all before. It's absolutely nuts. You can see we can take the previous level that we were at, something like this and something like this, and you can see how similar the patterns are, how crazy that is. Look at the ascending broadening wedge right here, or whatever you want to call it. This kind of formation right here is exactly what's happening right now on the S&P, and this will usually end, it ends in a breakout, and that's what we're anticipating on the S&P. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.